All right. Let's officially begin by saying, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Buddha, back in the building after a crazy day with my co-host. Very excited to be with the man Tweacz.
What's up, fellas?
And TheKryptman.
What's going on, y'all?
Yes, we are back, as I said we would be, in the absolutely lit live stream that we were just discussing. Quite a roller coaster for myself, and I think everyone who was watching.
Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts, man. What an event. Like, I have no idea. Holy crap. Like I was saying before we started, the odds of pulling 3 URs in 20 pulls at 0.4%, so let's say 3 or greater, is just astronomical.
Right.
Absolutely ridiculous. You're nuts.
I wonder if it's ever been done before. Probably.
I mean, if you want me, so point. Hold on.
I mean, for sure. There's people who get that because, like, you have to think about it. There's at least thousands of people that play this game and interact with like social media and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's bound to be one person in there, roughly like per banner or whatever, that just has bananas luck. And pulls just, one pull where it's, oh, hey, I got all of the URs at the same time, or just stuff like that. It's just a numbers game. It's monkeys and typewriters.
It is, and they blessed me this go around. So I don't know how much luck I just cashed out on with this, but I'm
all of it.
Yeah, I'm very scared for the collab that's not confirmed that I am pretty positive is coming very soon.
I mean, we keep getting told, look at historical dates, and the historical dates are starting to get pretty close, so,
So we're here. Yeah, we're 2 years in. We can start to spot some trends, I think, more times than not. But, yes, we were able to pull not only the UR, but honestly who I wanted leagues more than the UR. Lougseus, who you see on the screen. Tweacz has him. Krypton got him.
Yes, sir.
Deimos got him. So we still, I don't think any of us have built him out completely. Not even.
I've got an ADSC build. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're done with his board.
No, I mean, up to his 4-star stuff. I've got 5-star lined up.
Which is,
and I just need to get him to level 100.
Right.
So that'll be like today or tomorrow.
And I'm sure he's performing very well already.
I got him up to floor 25 in the tower with 0 effort, which is kind of fun. Like, by himself entirely.
So the issue with my part in this podcast is that I was busy all day.
You were so busy that you could only get him to max level.
Oh, I got him to max level in the first 10
well, that's right,
minutes,
because you have pops. I forget. You're the inventory god.
But I was not able to test him that well. What I spent most of the morning doing with Crypt was figuring out how to farm all of the farming stages now, because if no one knows, if people don't know, the farming stages now have kind of awesome bosses at the end. I mean, they're just not easily farmable, right? So, like, the materials to get all the way to awaken or enhance 5 and fill out those skill tree nodes, you're going to need a lot of mega clusters, both rainbow and whatchamacallit, just all the color mega clusters, right? And you're going to need some 5-star or some 7, 8, and 9-star like materials from the limit breaker stages. Like, they all have good bosses, especially the mega cluster gates. I found those to be some of the, not necessarily harder once you figure out the mechanics and who to use, and, like, if you're not doing multiplayer, because multiplayer kind of is tough at this point. But if you're doing it solo to set up your own team, you have to be very well built to do those, but within respectful time, right? And Cal's asking which farming stages. I'm talking about the transcendence gates that we used to have, like the what are they called now? Ability gates.
They've always been called that.
Yeah, Transcendence Gates was it's fused with a limit breaker, right? So, like, the ability gates, the god level, they all have a boss that It's kind of crazy. Well, and we'll go over. It's not gimmicky per se. It's like they're actually kind of tough battles if you don't have the right setup. Right. Like, and you just watched me do the right ability gate. I do make it look very easy because I do have the right setup.
Yes.
But if you don't bring a good setup or a setup that's going to make you succeed, it can take a while. It can take 7, 10, 15 minutes to clear these stages if you keep having to revive or keep having to heal and all this kind of stuff. So it actually is very, very cool that they didn't make it like super, super simple to farm. And you can't do this as a new player by yourself. And it's honestly even if you were to go to by yourself, it's very hard to have a single unit solo this. I mean, I could probably think of I could probably make units to solo this shit, but like, it's not easy. You need to help out. So this is definitely not new player friendly. This stuff, the 5-star enhancements are definitely an end game player or an end game account process that you go through. So like, you're not meant to
5-star.
No, you're not meant to 5-star right away.
Or even mid-tier, I'd say.
5-star people willy-nilly for a while.
and you know what I saw in chat before? Someone was asking, not here, but like in the LC Discord, asking about like getting the 5-star. And one of the requirements, first and foremost, is getting a unit to level 100.
Right.
Now, whether you use a Rainbow Pod or not, if you don't, you still have to grind them up to level 100 first to even unlock the ability to unlock Enhancement 5. So like, that's a long trek in itself. And we did, just to clarify for everyone, yes, Rithik, many of us do, but I'm saying for like relatively newer players, right? So
we're seeing more and more of.
More and more of, absolutely, especially with this big of a banner.
Yep.
This is pretty dope. So Crypt and I did figure out how much XP you need to get to level 110. So just to break it down, I'll go into Lougseus.
It's way less than I was expecting.
Yeah, way less, which is great. Which I think Kit alluded to that in the either in chat afterwards or in the live stream itself. But so you need 15.5 million experience points to get to level 100. Every level after that, from level 101 to 110, are only 800,000 each. Now, when I say only, that is still a good bit, but it's the same amount for every single level after that. So 15.5 million from 1 to 100, and then 101 to 110 is another 8 million. So it's just pretty much straight up 23.5 million experience to max out a unit from level 1 to 110. Which, I mean, that's if you've gone through the grind of getting 1 to 100, it's essentially half of that. Doing it again at half of that, which is nice. And the stat boosts are pretty nice. I don't know, man. And I haven't really used Lougseus that much, but like,
I mean, the fact that he sits at 1500 strength and int at 110 6-star is pretty insane.
Yeah, that's pretty nutty. We don't have a unit that's that strong yet from just straight base.
Right.
Yeah.
And can I say, I think, who did I see in chat? Oh, I don't know if it was Enma. Oh, I'm probably calling out the wrong person, but those blue stars do look sexy.
Bro.
They
look...
Screws up the unit sorting.
So good. Yeah, the unit sorting kind of sucks, but I use default now because if I do level power up to put him at the top, right, it does that.
Yeah, it's awkward.
And I don't want the monster units there, so like I go default now. So, I mean, I like having the MC up top, and then like I know where they are. Just right by Baron and Rabalo, right where we should be.
As I noticed that they go in order of release, and then collab, and then monster.
Yes, not necessarily. I mean, the lilies are up there. They go by lilies. Like, what's the first? The former of the two, or the former of the two. So it's listed by the lily spot, right?
Right.
So exactly. It does go default release, correct, and then collabs.
Right.
Which collabs are a little out of order, but it's more of just like collab. Because Genin, I mean, whatever, it's not a big deal.
Because it's like they're filling into the first Dr. Stone slot.
Right. It makes sense, but the monster units being down there is fine with me.
Yeah.
But Where would you like to start?
Good God, man.
On talking about Lougseus, we could talk about the Ark, we could talk about the banners and how dope your pulls were. I mean, like, we can...
I think we should keep it pretty like our old format and probably start with, you know, what most people are here for, and that is the character in UR Ark.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people,
right, so,
you know, they come for that, and then they pull it, and then they leave.
So why don't we do some immediate testing then? Because I actually haven't done enough testing. So why don't I do something with him?
Yeah.
Because
I'm down.
why don't I see about his skills, and I'll bring a honey elixir unit, and we can test this shit out. Because we'll do some live testing. Because like I don't actually know if these are cast cancelable. Like how I know they hit hard, obviously, because it's
That's what I'm the most interested in that I haven't seen yet, because I haven't tried any of the skill cancel stuff.
Yeah.
I saw like his God's Judgment. Hey, it's Buddha.
That was me.
Well, there's the squad. There's the squad. All right, let's use this one.
Yeah, no, all of his stuff seems very competent. He definitely has a lot of like high SC saves, but not very many like basic SC saves.
Yes.
Which is fine because it means that all you really need to build him is the basic stuff.
Sure.
A bunch of Rs and SRs and, you know, a handful of like he needs some MP sustain is probably his biggest weakness is he's gonna eat all of his MP and have none left by like wave 2 or 3 if you don't get like some solid regen going on.
Right.
But
no.
no.
Let's see if something
overall,
my biggest not gripe with him, but the biggest one thing I want to know with him is his shit cast cancelable, because lately I've been all up in that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, someone did ask me on a video, like, what the hell are you talking about? What is skill canceling? So that's definitely gonna earn it. That's gonna need its own video.
Yep. S2 is 100 is
100%.
S2 is
S2
okay.
is.
Cool. So let's cancel that. Oh. This one might be, I don't know. I think
it might not be just because he's locked into the
he's locked into that swing.
But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's so many hits, and its potential is already so high that it would be like icing on the cake. It's definitely not needed.
24 hits.
Oh, but so just like Rabala, this obviously you don't need it. Are you talking about like needing cast canceling?
Me?
No, it's Crypt. My fault. I didn't hear what he said. What'd you say before?
Oh, I was saying that his S3 doesn't really need to be cancelable because it's already a metric crap load of hits that do a ton of damage. It would be the icing on the cake, but it's definitely not needed.
But I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I think I just did it.
All right, well, there's some icing for you.
Yeah, dude, that was a lot of hits, and I'm gonna do this again because.
Wait, did you?
I'm pretty.
You just successfully skill canceled?
Yeah, with both S2 and S3.
That's not okay.
That is okay in my book.
Well, yeah.
No, what did I want to do?
Holy God.
I need a bigger unit, to be honest. I'm gonna go to Eldrov. I know it's gonna F him up. Who did I test? All right, we'll just go to Eldrov because I know it's probably gonna kill him. That's the issue. So let me do that. Let me do this. Yeah, let's do that, and then you can have. It doesn't matter. I'm not testing a black hole as cast cancel at all. I know it is because you can set it and then cancel it afterwards. I'm testing if I'm using black hole or the other shit to test if. I'm doing this. So what I'm doing is this is a little tutorial. So the idea with cast canceling is you use a skill that has an instant animation or an instant damage proc pretty much and persists. And then you're going to set up a spell, cancel that so it resets your animation, and then you can use a skill again. So I'm going to do the S3 because I want to see how that works. Which just used it. Black hole, cancel, another one. Oh yeah, that's definitely cast cancelable. Jesus Christ. That's actually nuts. Skill canceling is possible multiplayer if you have not crap lag.
Right.
Obviously, it's not going to be useful. I'm just answering Sterling's question.
500k damage?
Yeah, and this is not really built for it. It's just like kind of like messing around. But yeah, that was pretty strong. Well, you took all my skills away. All right, well, that's fine, whatever. So S2 and S3 are both skill cancelable. Let's see if I can do it with S1, I guess, since he took away my shit. I can do that on Binding Theory. This is not going to kill them. But what I want to do real quick is use Black Hole, and then I want to murder them all with the same skills. Because Black Hole does group them up, right? Black Hole groups them up, and it makes them so they can all be up to the same skills. So I'm going to use Black Hole, cast cancel it, and then go in and slap the shit out of them. Which is going to be great, which I'll do that. Wait. Great. I'm doing that, and then I need Black Hole. So this is going to be hilarious, because they're going to sit... There we go. So I'm going to do that. Black Hole, done. Black Hole, 2. Black Hole, 3. Which... Oh no, oh my god, they all are.
They all are.
Oh my god, dude. This is not okay.
This is totally fine.
This is totally fine. Totally fine. This is exactly...
Still a bad unit, by the way.
This is exactly... All of his skills are cast cancelable. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's the new shiz right here now, is determining this skill canceling mechanic.
Wow. So similar to Rabala, hers all do as well.
What are these hit counts? Do you know them off the top of your head?
Yes. So it's 8, 12, and 18.
What the fuck?
A single wheel. So it's going to be 16, 24, and 36. His 36 hit S3.
That's like an ultimate.
And his
and then his ultimate is like a UR skill.
88, right? Which I actually would like to go grab. I'll bring the thing. You're gonna bring the thing.
Gotta go get.
You know what? 2.6 million. Yeah, you can't actually kill this because it does. His max cap on his alt is gonna. I'm not gonna be even come close to this, but I'll try to. Because I just don't have him built up right. The max cap on his alt is going to be 21,499.
That's not bad.
So, where is this? I can't equip anything on him. What am I doing?
But I imagine that requires a lot to get it to that height.
Yeah. So, I mean, you might want to use like Terror Mouth and stuff like that. So, plus 3,000. Actually, I want to use Scarlet Ring. I don't know if I'm going to cap or not. And I can't equip a robe because I literally haven't taught him anything. So, or else I'd use the Dark Palace robe.
I mean, that's still because. Well, how many hits does Alice's ult do?
28. Wait, 28, 26, somewhere around there, 28 or 26.
So 26
His does,
at 31.5.
Well, all right, so he at 21,500, he can do 1,816 or 1,891 or something, or 1,800,000 damage essentially with his ult at cap. Yeah, thank you. It's 1.892. So like, I'll do it. I think the
1.892.
Yeah. That sounds accurate. It's almost 2 million. And you can't really raise it anymore with any like charismas or anything yet. So, and Eldravon is his best. So I have this Beauty of an Ark. So I'm going to. I think it's AOE, right?
It is.
Is it AOE? I don't know. I'm going to rip them in here.
It is.
At the same spot, and just in case, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it is.
It is.
So let's use his alt. It's a lot of numbers, huh?
All of the numbers.
Yeah.
Every of the numbers.
So that.
Okay, well then we go like this. Then we go like that.
So I mean, is it? But.
Oh my god, dude.
And you can like mix it up too, right? You can like do an S3 and then do an S2 and then do an S3 and then do an S1. All at once.
As long as they're in range, right?
Yeah. But the range for all of them is the same. Like if you're in range for the S1, you can do your S3 and you can do your S2.
Actually, one thing I will show people is that so when I'm casting Black Hole, right, I can't move around normally. So why don't I go into a new one for this? I don't really care about defeating them. It's fine.
I'm just stunned.
Then finish black hole. Yeah, exactly. So what you can do with magic, and this works with any time stop magic you're going to use. This works in arena. This works in PvE. While your caster's sitting there like a sitting duck, you can cancel that animation. So it's the same thing as skill canceling, right? So I didn't mean for this to go into a fucking showcase of skill canceling, but we might as well do it since this is what makes him so good.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Rala, same with
This is
Sage
what gives
Zekis.
him a high skill cap.
Right. So we're going to do Black Hole, okay? I'm going to show you the first time that I can't move for a little bit. So while he's casting that, right, and I'm doing this, I'm moving my shit. Well, that was pretty quick regardless.
But
shit,
yeah,
this is a absolutely terrible idea.
I noticed it.
So I'm just going to cast these two just 'cause I feel like it. But if I do Black Hole, ready? And once it leaves, I'll do another one and cancel it. I can immediately run around. I can go do whatever the hell I want. So I'm going to do Black Hole. So it's casted. I do another one, cancel it, I can run around.
Right.
And then I can go do skills like while this is going off. So that's what makes these T4 skills really, really good, or T4 spells really, really good, is because you can cancel them immediately and then continue to pump out physical DPS while they're happening.
Yes, if you weren't doing this, you would be stuck in place.
And that's one of the biggest issues of when people were discussing, what's better on Rabala, 3,700 years or Nether Tempest? Well, Nether Tempest has also not only a slightly higher DPS in Magic, but you can also cast cancel it and run around and do DPS while it's going off with that same unit. So the damage ceiling goes way up. X Radia as well, yes, Edge. If you cast cancel X Radia and then continue to do skills while it's going off, you can do that with G-Lucio. Yep. Pretty much any of these T4 spells, especially like Sage Zekis' Absolute Zero or the Earth Attack, the Zakum or whatever it's called. You can do that with this as well. And it doesn't have to be the same skill, right? Like I could do Black Hole, and then I could do Rune Anima and then cancel that and run around. Like you just have to use something. You just have to use something that's going to put you into the magic queue, and then you can just cancel it out. Now, what it doesn't work with is something that's super, super instant cast, because if you use something that's super, super instant cast, you don't have that time frame to actually cancel it. So, like, I don't know. That's like the beginning understanding of how to do that shit. Like,
cast speed is almost a problem.
Put it in, put something else in queue and cancel it, and you're free to do whatever the heck you want after that. It's awesome. But yes, Lougseus, now that it's confirmed that he has every single one of his skills is skill cancelable as long as you're in range, that's pretty disgusting.
14 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, people are asking, is he a must summon? I think he needs a shite ton of setup, including the end game grind. That's no joke. So it's not like you get him, and I would still say Baron is infinitely more superior for a new player.
For the new player friendly,
yes,
absolutely Baron.
Yes.
Lougseus is more of a win more type character where you're going to just murder everything. And I can see his potential already, and I don't have him fully built. I have him at what? And a unit's performance is based on their SC, right? And skill tree and SC, but a lot of it is due to the SC. I don't have like any on him yet. I have only 18, and it's like pure taught stuff. Like I just haven't taught him anything. And I can see his potential already because there's so many multipliers that you can put on him, like Maglion, like the poses, surprise attack, backstab, terramels, like shit like that you can pair up with other units. It just gets ridiculous. And he has at 5-star enhanced, he has 90 free SC. Which, if you have Lougseus, you're probably going to end up building it to 5-star because he's the first one. And in the next month or two, we're not going to have that many, right? We're going to have buffs and stuff, but and you might pick another unit, but you'll have time to farm up mats.
It's going to take like a year for current units from before this week to catch up to current units from after this week, right? There's going to be a real huge time frame. Although they did say, and they have been like showing that this is kind of the top of the power curve.
Right.
Everything else they plan is, at least as far as we know, to be more like lateral power, like width growth instead of vertical growth, which is exciting.
And it's
apparently
fitting.
the summer units are going to have new and interesting mechanics.
Yeah, super niche
the
too.
Direction they can go.
It's going to be really cool.
Summer units?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The summer units aren't going to be like a direct vertical power creep. They're going to be like interesting units. That's what we've been told. They're going to be very, very. What?
Like Barlene jumped in the chat?
As in, that's not like.
Yes,
it was mentioned, but it's not like big news. It's like the summer. He's saying that like you will not be like a vertical power creep. Like it's not going to be like Lougseus, and then like next week something's going to be like dumb more powerful than it. It's going to be like another like stinky, like a super side creep, like something that's really useful, but not like straight DPS power.
Like again.
Yeah,
edition.
yeah, and again is just broken. So like yes, fair. But yeah, he's freaking ridiculous.
And I mean that though, because it also keeps Lougseus like he's the god. He's one of the final bosses, right? Like to have him, and then all of a sudden Davin comes out in 3 months and is way more powerful than him. Also, kind of kills the immersion, in my opinion. But I mean that's
definitely like a peak unit. And it seems like they want to keep him that way. Like, it seems like they want to enshrine him as, like, okay, again, like the top of the power curve.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm for that, especially because they kind of brought the floor on the power curve up some by, buffing all these other units. Right. Although, much like we said earlier, I wouldn't invest 5-star mats into older units unless you are, like, unless it's Lena, basically. I was going to say, unless you're confident they're going to stay good.
I mean, regardless of that, I mean, unless you know you're going to use them a lot, because the mats are very hard to get right now, right? So the radiances can only be found in event shops and crimson orbs and like front points too, right? But like they're not very common. They're time gated, they're event gated. Also, the mega clusters are not very easy to get if you do not have an endgame account. So anything that you get from events should be sparingly used for stuff. Like you should not just be willy nilly throwing them around at 5-star units.
Right.
I mean,
this is a very focused effort, which this game already was. It was conditioning us to be like that, I'd say.
Yeah.
Even from base.
Build. Yeah.
So, I mean, I try and mention something like that in every video. So hopefully it's starting to sink in.
It's I mean, but dude, so we've gone over his skills. The skills are fantastic. So I mean, you can read them. Sword Raider is a wide area dark combo attack. It means it's short range. He's got to run up and do it. I didn't show the auto attack, but it's like an axe hitting auto attack. It's close range as well. It's not ranged.
He summons a bunch of weapons out of like thin air, and it's kind of a it hits to his sides, kind of like above him and below him, and slightly behind him on the swing. It's a big area. It's kind of like Dark Melza, because that's kind of how her auto attack is shaped. It's super good.
Kind of.
High potential for Goddess Kiss returns too.
S2 is pretty dope. I mean, it's when it says long range, it means, and this is non-line of sight. It's kind of like, I mean, we've seen that non-line of sight long range stuff that's just immediately impacted on an enemy. That's dope for an S2. And S3 is just a massive goddamn axe coming down, and it just blasts away for dual wield 36 hits. That's nuts.
Not okay.
And obviously as old as 88 hits. That's just disgusting.
And it's possible
very
to
fun.
reach that cap of 20.
Oh, it is. I mean, you saw me doing that, barely trying to do it. I mean, yes, Eldravana, but I wasn't using any multipliers, no ultimate boosts, no Terramels, no surprise attack. Like, I just wasn't doing it. So, yes, you can definitely reach that, which will be 1.89 million damage in one ult, which is crazy. AoE, too. Crazy. But onto his traits. I mean, we can talk about his traits real quick. So the difference, so when they stated his traits in the video that they showed us, the introduction video, those stats were at max skill tree 5-star.
Yes.
Enhance.
Yes.
So Ether Farm, the first cap, is going to say physical magic attack cap plus 10,000. Well, you don't get 10,000 to unlock the 5th enhance, and unlock it through the skill tree of the 5th enhance.
Mm-hmm.
So it sticks at, I believe, 8,000 and then 30 and 30 before. I mean, I can check it, but you won't have the 10,000, nor will you have Dark Attack Raise 3, which is the plus 2,000 cap with 30% more damage, until you reach Enhance 5.
Which is still fine.
Yeah, it's fine. And you don't need to have that at the moment, but once you do get him to 5-star, that will unlock his full power. Now, I saw, I think, who was asking about the second trait, Kuriwa, or whatever. I haven't done any testing on it, so I don't know how it is. Crypt, you used it, right?
It's a non-zero amount of damage, but it's not going to be huge.
Right.
Somebody said earlier in chat that it ignores resists, which would be kind of cool.
Neutral, technically.
But I mean, it's not going to be like a significant source of damage.
We'll have to find a spot where that's actually useful. I mean, I can see it being useful for interrupting if you're getting volleyed juggled in PvP.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a few hits, it'll save you some time to get it out of it. I mean, if you're not facing Baron, because Baron's not going to get juggled or interrupted. But I see it being useful, and I think it's just an added effect that is going to be something additive to a unit that no one else is going to have. It's just kind of like a unique thing to him, which will have its uses, I believe.
I mean, there's the chance that something horrifying is about to happen to him in PvP, and then all of a sudden, beam of light from the sky comes and flinches his opponent.
Yeah, which is dope.
There's some chance for some shenanigans with it.
S3 can be very easily stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would stop him.
Nero?
The timing on that would be so.
It would have to be.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He can do that, right? So as opposed to having no chance of doing that, he has an above 0 chance.
Yes.
And over the course of like tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of fights across thousands of users, it will eventually happen. Mm-hmm. Again, monkeys with typewriters.
Yes. Oh yeah, it'll happen. I mean, if you want to go through the rest of his kit, I mean, most people who have seen the video or have read his kit just being like, what are they juicing this dude up with, right?
5 stars.
So
that's what it is.
So the only stuff that's in all of his skills and stuff besides Dark Attack Raise 2
are in the board.
Are all in the 4-star board. So like Brute Slayer, Human Slayer, Special Boost, all the autos, all the dark raises except for Dark Attack Raise 3, obviously. Thaumaturgy Ring, High Level Magic Hand, like this stuff is nuts. Sharp Eyes, all of this stuff is in the 4-star enhance. The 5th-star enhance is only Dark Attack Raise 3, and then upgrades to his actual skills, which is like the higher 2,000 to 2,500 cap on the S3, the 10,000 cap for his trait, upgrades to the damage on his actual like S1 and S2. So like, if you want Enhance 5, that's just gonna unlock more stuff for him to upgrade to what he has there already, as well as Dark Attack Raise 3. So it's not unlocking too much new stuff, just upgrading. The difference between that is, and I just want to talk about this real quick because I don't like this at all.
Level 100, and now I'm going to make him 5-star enhanced. Let's go.
What I don't like about him, or any of this new update, is the OCD aspect of this shit. So ward, right? Giving dark damage cap plus 100 for all units. Mm-hmm. Okay, now while that's a positive for all units, I'm used to seeing 499s, 999s. And now you want me to see 599s and 099s on shit? Like, forgive me for being OCD, but that just annoys the shit out of me. That this is a 100 damage cap.
Well, just don't unlock it.
Exactly, I'm not going to. Like, it's funny that you say that because I'm going to refuse to unlock that because I don't want to see those numbers, and like, it irks me. Why 100? Why not just honestly give it 1,000? Like, why not? 500, cool.
500.
I'm okay with that.
We're
250.
499s.
All right, I'm gonna need you to relax for a second. We don't need 250 caps. I mean, here's the thing: we haven't explored all of the wards, right? They might have a plan where there might be 10 of these same ones on dark units, which I doubt, but they might have 10 of these. In which case, it might move up to 1,000 total, right? Which would make sense. But we don't know that, and so therefore I'm not unlocking it for the time being because I don't want to see those goddamn caps. So wards are a no-go for me. I think they're a good idea, and if we're ever able to upgrade them or, make them a substantial difference for our units, then sure, I'll unlock it. But as of right now,
the percentage stat buffs.
Those aren't visual, right? I of course will do these percentage stack buffs because I don't care about damage. I want to get max damage, absolutely, but max cap I can forego that 100 just for my sanity because I'm not trying to do all these calculations with 21,500 and instead do 21,500 damage.
Right.
So round it up from 21,499 and then do 21,600 damage. I'm not. That's just a weird number. I don't like it. OCD kicks in. No, thank you. So, very nice. I'll put it back up. So
let's go.
I'm crashing. Let's go. But Lougseus, dude, he's awesome. I can't wait to test him more. For people that have seen me do videos of Rabala skill canceling, this is kind of the same shit. Having all three skills that are skill cancelable means you can do a honey elixir, immediately spam all stocks of his skills within a few seconds. No joke. Exactly like you can do with Rabala with her S3, S2, and S1. That's nutty. That's what brings out a high skilling character. That's why this unit is so good. Once people catch on and learn how to do this. Unfortunately, people with non-Apple phones or Apple devices have a bit of a struggle doing this as quick, but you still can.
Fruit gang.
I was talking. I think that Zero was in. He was in his stream the other day, and I kind of told him how to do it. And he messaged me, I think yesterday or today, that he figured it out. And I don't know if he uses Apple or not. I don't think he does. So you can do it on Android. You can do it on emulator. It is just hard. As long as you have a skill, as long as you have an ability to cast a magic that's in queue that you can cancel, you can skill cancel with certain skills. Not every unit has skills that can do this. Lougseus is in Rabala and Zekis are units far and away different than most units that all three of their skills can do this. And that's pretty awesome. And having man, I think that's probably going to be a thing as it comes out. I think that's been a generalized skill canceling and animation canceling essentially is going to be something that we'll talk about. I think Buddha, you can probably put out of it once you get a little bit more comfortable with it. And I'll show you a little bit more how to do it.
Yes.
And
absolutely can. I'll make a video. I need to do it. I need to feel it in order to understand it. So
it truly is a feel. Yeah. It might look weird in the video per se, trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing, but it is just a little pathway, right? You just do a little cycle. It's the same stuff over and over. You just get to your variables. You input what skill you want to do, and then you just use the same spells to cancel. It's kind of nice.
Well, magic canceling was a very simple version.
Yeah, you just hammer it.
You just hammer it.
It's the same exact thing.
Yes.
It's just explained better whenever you have to use different inputs.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And then after you explained it, even though I was just tapping it rapidly, now that I know what it is and I'm doing it, the more often I do it, I feel the timing of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you can slow down a little bit and then figure out how to cancel it yourself, without relying on just spamming.
Right. Because if you're spamming, you might catch yourself when you're just your finger goes up when you could have pressed right there and it was done.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah, it's definitely a feel. And so, it's a video I want to make for sure, but
absolutely. And you will.
A little more.
I'm sure you will. A little more practice.
I got a little more time in my certification class.
So stop it. We can move on to the Ark if you want, because Lougseus is an easy. That's an easy talk.
And Demos, did you talk about Demos's comment right here that what Barlene said? No,
I did not.
I want to highlight
you
this.
Can go for it.
Someone asked, I know you can't say what's coming up, but knowing the general community, would you say, you should save or spend? They were referring to Lougseus. And Barlene did respond with, depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for high-tier units, this is the one. If you like new mechanics and waifu/husbando, you might want to save for some summer. But yeah, if you're looking for huge numbers, you should go for this one. So that's that soft confirmation that Crypt and Tweacz were talking about.
Yep, which directly correlates to what we're seeing on Lougseus.
This dude's gonna
this is the most modern 5-star unit, and the power curve is at its peak right now. As well as having ridiculous damage caps. So yes, he is. If you summon for him, I don't think you'll be disappointed in the near future, especially if you're able to build him.
And he gives you a very long-term goal to build out.
Right.
Right.
He gives you a heck of a.
He's definitely who I'm putting all of my like top tier resources into right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
For sure, 100%.
He's the main project, no doubt.
Me too.
I'm glad I didn't buy the rainbow potion.
I just got him 5-starred. I just got him the Dark Attack Raise 3, and I just got him the extra 10 SC. So he's at 94 SC right now, which feels great.
Bro, I mean, yes. So I did have to yeet a lot of crystals today chasing the UR. So I did get 2 dupes of him, as well as I got 2 prisms from the paid shop. So, which didn't feel great, by the way. It does not feel good. Don't do that unless you're financially sound.
I agree. I bought them all, and it felt fantastic.
I love the one that I got.
Bro, all right, guys, I need you to relax. I'm a little salt over your pools. It's fine. Because Crypt, all right, so I told Boo this earlier, but I don't know if you were here, Crypt. Crypt and I got Lougseus, and he got the UR on like the same 10 pull, right? Because we were pulling together. You were streaming. We pulled together. You got UR, I got Lougseus. And you got like Lougseus, like, I don't know, 4 multis after. And I just kept going, trying to find the UR.
Yeah, and then you left, and you continued. I think when you left,
I got another pack.
You
I
were
did
like
some singles
300.
on it. Yeah, I got some. I was like, all right, screw this. I'm doing some singles. Like 3 singles in, or 3 or 7 singles in. Bang, the UR. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's so stupid. So we both got it. We both got them both, but it's just mine took an aggressive time amount of pulls.
Mine took me getting to the magical
yours was like
number.
42k, right? 42k ish.
Yes, but what truly did it, Tweacz, was
I saw
getting the magic number.
69,420. That's clutch.
That
was
so
bang.
good. It was so good.
I
was like, wait! Don't pull! Don't pull! It's
that was
important.
For you, man. That was totally for you. That was,
and it worked. It got you there.
I can't believe that. I did forget that for a second. I can't believe that worked.
It's so like the dumbest thing.
I may title the stream highlights "How to Guarantee Yourself Lougseus."
That's
meme
amazing.
luck. Super meme luck.
Oh man.
All right,
cool.
Let's go over the arc real quick.
Yes, because I feel like I had some first impressions that I kind of changed my opinion on, and maybe with some further insight from you guys might change it more.
So it's an incredibly good arc for Lougseus, no doubt. Just straight up because he is a hybrid attacker or a hybrid DAT built unit in both strength and intelligence, and this gives both over 400 at base at level 10. That's ridiculous in itself. The attributes are fantastic for pretty much no matter what you're doing. Now it doesn't give that. So what we look for in physical DPS skills or arcs normally for shorter battles, we look for that flat bonus, right? So like From Zero or Phoenix Blow, they give just straight up stat or percent bone damage multipliers to skills themselves if you're using physical DPS. This doesn't do that right away, but it does cap out pretty nicely at a 40% max. So as you use skills and magic attacks, progressively you get more damage. Max 40% resets each wave. So in boss waves, it's going to be really useful. It reminds me of Chrome's passive trait, where as you continue to use skills, you gain more and more damage. It's like a ramp-up effect. And obviously, if an enemy has super, super high HP, and you're going to be using tons and tons of skills on Lougseus, yeah, it's going to be fantastic for him. It's going to the overall benefit of it is going to outweigh an arc that gives a certain percentage multiplier. As to the second part of it, in a wave where a boss doesn't break, unit strength int plus 30%. I don't know if this once they go and break, I don't know if it goes away, and I don't know if it is stackable with Brave and Aura, which I don't think they're stackable. I think it's probably a buff that, just like Kagutsuchi gives you a Gray and Brave buff. This is probably a similar thing. So, if you already have Gray and Brave active, it's not going to be more beneficial for a unit that just runs strength. It's kind of like it's great for getting that buff if you don't have it, if you don't have auto, but I don't see it being like the breaking point of this arc. The first part's great, the second part's okay, because you're not always going to break everything in every map, right? But the enemy and ally feint break value plus 50% when attacked, excluding unit and god types. I think you were spot on with your explanation of this, Buddha.
Really?
Honestly, I think you were, because
I was very.
I do think it has a negative effect towards your allies.
Right.
Unless they're god type.
He's kind of about that, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like canon, right?
It's very thematic.
His god types are his henchmen, which are Degro, Zuglis, Rabala, Baron, right? And they're all going to have the ability to be god type, and it has no negative effect against them if they're god type, but it will hurt anyone that's not a god on the field, pretty much.
Right.
Enemy and ally feint break value plus 50% when attacked. So if you're fighting a non-god, and I think someone said in chat earlier, LC chat, I do believe, and I have not proven this, but it would make a lot of sense if that was a multiplicative break value multiplier. Not just like a plus 50%, right? Since break is usually additive.
Okay.
It would make sense if it was like 1.5x. Now I can't confirm that because I haven't tested it out yet, but
damn.
If it's only adding plus 50% to the break value, that's like adding another breaker passive, which is
it's like half a Phoenix Blow, which didn't impress me.
Well, it's diminishing returns, right?
Yes.
So like if you add that in, it's just not good. And we can use some testing. That's probably pretty easy to test. I'm not going to do it right now because I just don't feel like it. Because that would just take comparing and sorting out break values, and it's just like not a thing. But we'll get that information out. I'm sure someone's probably already tested it that I don't know about, but we'll get that information. And if Lake knows, obviously that's just directly everyone will know. And for the last part of the skill, dark attack damage cap plus 3,000, and that's like straight up Kagutsuchi for fire, straight up Solaris for thunder. That's great. Of course, it's not. This arc isn't like overarching, have any like meta niche effects that you can use like Grey War Ruin or damage caps like Lily Matter. But it's very, very good on Lougseus and other dark attackers for sure.
V, I know a lot of people are excited to use it on.
V for sure. If you use him as a skill, sure. If you want to do the Braille that way, I prefer regular attack V, but that's fine.
Normal attack cancel.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
As to the arc skill, I mean, it's whatever. I would honestly not care for the damage. It's more for the buffs. Same with Kagutsuchi. So like, this does give an all allies magical and dark attack damage plus separate buffs plus 15%. So it gives a magical buff of plus 15% as well as a dark attack damage buff plus 15%. So if you're using dark attack magic, it has 2 more buffs of plus 15%.
That is interesting.
So yes, it's similar to Kagutsuchi, who does all physical damage as well as fire attack damage. And if it's physical and fire, you get 2 buffs for it, which is cool. So yes, for the buffs, it's great. I mean, even Lougseus with his charisma and anima, or his charisma specifically, it's 15% magic and skill damage, which is solid. I mean, if you're not capping on your skills and you don't need Balin, then that's kind of dope. But I guess one of the unique things about Lougseus is the anima, though. That's pretty solid. His magic.
I thought
so. We've seen charismas before, which stack on your units, and we'll go through waves. But this is like kind of like a separate mind debuff, which is huge.
That is big.
You can get a minus mine debuff, as well as throwing this on them. Gives them no
half
magical defense at all.
More than
they
half.
can't barely heal. And this is what this really is good for, which both of these are, is going to be Crypt. It's going to be an arena.
Yeah,
surprise.
For sure.
Surprise. A mind minus 30 is going to be devastating to opposing units.
Especially if you're running something like Ghost Hime, that's already giving them Spirit Riot, that's already cutting their healing in half, and now all of a sudden they have even less healing.
What's funny about that is
Proud Force gets less healing off of it.
Dude, you've understood from us, from playing the game, right? How good Proud Force paired with a mind buff like Metis or Dusk is, right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Fantastic healing. Exactly contrary to that, a negative mind buff absolutely nukes that.
Decimates.
So yes, mind down against especially PvP is kind of absurd. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna say this, and I hope not many people catch this and see this. You can cast cancel these at the beginning of the arena fight. So in order to not waste your time with that dimensional burst, you can cast cancel both of these. So we're just gonna move on.
Yeah, I have a question about farming.
Now we're done talking about that.
I have a question about farming. Cat, why are you attacking me, bro?
Look at that. What I was going to say, we can go into events. Yeah. Or you didn't look at the AER.
I haven't done. Oh yes, sorry, my fault. The AER is
dark damage and some good results. Let's go.
Absolutely solid. Phenomenal strength and intelligence. Dark attack damage plus 15%. That's all damage. That's physical damage, magical damage, all damage. Arc skills as well. Fantastic. Dark attack damage, as well as resist the silence and stun, which are two of the best things to nullify for Lougseus. So, and it's got sick art, honestly. You can see them floating around in the arc itself. Yeah. Those are dope. Those are super dope.
They are.
A very, very good AER. If anything, if you don't like the arc at all, the AER is fantastic. So, be happy with that.
Cool.
All right. Event-wise, I haven't done anything. If Crips wants to talk about the event, go right ahead, dude, because I literally haven't done anything. You ran through the event.
I autoed through all of it. I didn't pay any attention. You're killing a bunch of god stuff. Yeah. I can't read, so I didn't get the story.
So I can sub in.
Yeah, sub in, bro.
So it's just extended.
Go to the lore guy.
I am the lore guy. I will be. Right. I got to work on that. So it's just directly after, right? Lougseus gets defeated, and it looks at the Imperial City and Blaze Garden. Imperial City, it's Sheeta, Granados, and Balin. There are attacks here, these three locations. So they send a notice to Blaze Garden, who gets a little suspect because they're like, "Whoa, y'all are still an enemy nation, but we'll check it out, see what's going on." And turns out that there are 3 locations with mini Lougseus. And all of those Lougmeses are guarding those mini Lougseus.
Huh.
So the question is, what's going on here?
Why are there so many little ones of him?
Why are there so many little ones?
Oh, no. The plot thickens.
So the plot thickens. Lougseus is not quite gone. I threw out that sounds like we got a little Voldemort case going on.
Thick plots.
And,
I like that.
So we'll see where it goes.
Fair enough.
And then that's where part 1 ends, as they confront.
Cool.
Yeah, they meet mini Lougseus.
So, rewards wise, is it worth to do these? It's obviously worth to do them the first time. 50 Mother Souls for just grinding out the event is pretty good if you finish these. If you make sure you're stealing in all these events or in all these stages,
yes.
Because you will get many more of these to trade in for the Ether coins chance boxes. But as to the steps, 1 is good, 50 Mother Souls, and these all have crystals and stuff, and so you should do them. 50 crystals a step is pretty solid. Rainbow clusters we don't really need that much of because we have these farming stages, but if you can't do those yet, great. 2 more rainbow clusters, obviously 50 more crystals. The 4th one's the big one.
That's where they start getting good.
Rainbow crystal mega cluster solid. 50 crystals. Still no more other mega clusters, but that's the last like unique step. So step 5 is like the repeatable one.
Yes.
And I don't think it's worth repeating very much.
No.
Only doing 102 pulls, which I think is 1,020 ether coins per full step.
Yeah.
Is going to be 3 mother souls and like this amount of clusters, which is like not very good.
There are so many better things to spend your resources on
right,
now,
especially your event orbs, like the new stages, and we can go on to those if you would like. So
yes, what I was going to say right before you move on is that PSA from Calphinite, shout out, that mega cluster, that rainbow mega cluster, will disappear after part 1 ends. You don't have the entirety, so just if you're going for it, make sure to get it before part 2.
Right, the whole box gotcha. You have to do part 1 during part 1, and then part 2 during part 2. So if you're going to grind anything in this event, grind up to like that 4th step, get your big cluster, quit, do whatever. Probably don't grind your event points on part 1, because part 2 is almost certainly going to give more event points, and the ones in this one are not great.
You don't have to focus on it now.
It's like 600 something for the top one with all of the best EVP units.
Which is terrible.
Which is really, really low.
Which, I mean, the highest that we can get is 30,000 right now. Wait, which some people have gotten this already, but you don't need to focus on it yet. Like, you don't.
Right.
No.
If you want to, you can. Obviously, there's no shame in doing it. But you don't have to at all. Right. And just like Goroth event, there might be a prism in the second half. Like, you can rush for that later, and we'll have plenty of time. Like, this is not.
And they're actually giving out orange orbs, unlike the Goroth event.
Unlike the Goroth event, yes.
Correct. And we're getting them on daily logins for a while, and there's a bunch in like all the events now, which is fantastic. Yeah, good times. Yeah. Good time.
It is a good starting time.
Okay, so if you guys want to talk about the training stuff, just a preface to this. For every one of these, so let's loop these together. So the new stuff, right? We got the Godforge Dominion. We got God stages in each of the ability gates. So purple, red, all this stuff. The purple, red, blue, and green ability gates, as well as the limit breaker fields. All got new bosses in the God stages.
We effectively got like 8 new bosses.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty awesome. What you should know is that these are relatively difficult bosses. Especially for doing multiplayer. There's a lot going on, especially if you're not on an Apple device or have good frames. And even then, there is still lag and frame drops, and it's very, very annoying and tough to do, especially when you're trying to do a hard battle. So, like, don't get frustrated and do multiplayer and bring your level 36 Lougseus with 18 out of 120. Like, don't get frustrated by that, because most people won't be able to do this stuff solo. But also multiplayer, you probably won't be able to be carried very often, unless you link up with people who know they can carry you. So, like, all this endgame stuff, all this 5th tier and Godforge alchemy and like 5th enhance and all this stuff is very, very, very endgame. So if you are a newer player or even mid-game or even slightly endgame player who can't do this stuff, don't feel bad, because this is some of the hardest content we've had ever that requires farming.
Wow.
Probably the hardest content we've ever had that you actually have to farm and not just like beat it for crystals. Sure. Because you actually have to do these over and over. You have to, I would assume you're all trying to optimize how to beat these in order to not waste all of your time in the day. So, like, don't be frustrated by these, and don't be like, oh, this game sucks. Like, I can't beat the hardest map on the farming stages. Like, they're actually difficult battles. That's what I'm trying to get across. They're actually difficult if you, even Crypt and I were doing it this morning after the update. He was bringing 2 units. I was bringing 2 units. And because we didn't know everything that was going on, we weren't having the easiest time. Yeah. And we have probably 2 of the most maxed out accounts in the entire game. So, like,
true.
Don't feel flustered, because everyone has their first time around. But once you learn the mechanics, which I'm going to try to go through, it gets a little bit easier to understand how to approach these battles. So why don't we jump into that? So essentially we can loop these all in. So the Godforge Dominion God Battle, the Holy Billy Gate God Battles, and the Limerick God Battles all have a boss in them that is not going to be new player friendly and that needs to be actually prepared for in order to beat.
I can confirm that in the Otherworldly, Otherworldly and Worldly. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Visionary,
Yes.
and
Yep.
Worldly. If you have
Yes.
Baron, you will be able to beat those. And you will probably be able to carry a multiplayer team at some point towards your end game.
Baron, yes, Baron is going to be fantastic in all these because he's neutral damage. He might lack a little bit in a couple of them, but that's beside the point. As a PDPS, and I think we've already hammered him enough for the last 4 weeks, he is phenomenal.
I just wanted to do the nail's already in the coffin, but I felt like just hitting the coffin one more time.
Well, as opposed to Garoth being buried 6 feet deep, Baron is held upon a pedestal. So, yes.
We can go back to going in order. I skipped.
Baron is solid. Baron is solid in all of this. So, again, that's a modern neutral DPS who has fantastic hit count, fantastic sustain. He's going to be great. But the two of the most important aspects of any of these is, and I think Crypt would agree, are going to be debuffs and heals. You can't kill stuff when your units are dead, unfortunately.
Super true.
So these bosses hit pretty hard, and if you're not prepared with the right debuffs, they can catch you off guard with an ult or 2 or 3 that's going to kill your entire team.
So you're telling me that burst damage is now seeing a bit of round off to balance.
Because of the reason that's so is because all of these new bosses have HP thresholds within them. So at some point you'll be doing damage and they will become immune at some point in their HP. And they will have a free ult or a free spell to drop on your ass. And if you're not ready for that, or you don't have them debuffed, or if you're not ready to heal, you will die.
It's like, hey, guess what? Try to survive.
So that's the mechanics that they're introducing to these stages, right? So whether Crypt and I agree or not with them about this, I don't agree that should be anything. I feel like you should be able to burst them down and farm them. But they're forcing an issue, right? They're forcing you to not bring just 4 DPS and no support, and because if you do that, barring if your units are built well enough, you will probably die.
You're gonna die, homie.
Yeah.
Because this, I mean, we've talked about before when we were talking about the Galanova fight, and how important debuffs are, right? And building units and support units.
Right.
If you go into one of these fights on the God mode and you bring all DPS, and you get smashed with an ult, and you bring a simple Blazer debuff or a super bad chemical debuff next time, there is a very night and day difference between the efficacy of your group before and now.
Insane.
It's nuts.
So wild.
It is crazy. So, Cerulean. So I'm seeing him saying in chat about something turning the damage to 0. It is something when you fight these bosses, right? There are HP thresholds, and unfortunately, you need to be paying attention to the HP of the enemy. Once it stops, it's like, I want to say it's like 7 to 10 seconds that you have to wait in order to do damage again for each of these thresholds. Mm-hmm. It's not, you can break them. It's literally a time gated thing, and which gives them the enemy time to launch whatever attack that Adis has designed them to do. You need to be paying attention to not waste skills, because it is a very, I don't know, it's kind of a time sensitive thing, right? Like, right. You don't want to be sitting there having wasted all of your skill stocks into one single HP threshold, and when you can finally damage them, you literally have no skills.
Nothing.
So please pay attention, especially if you're playing a multiplayer. I know it does lag, and I know you might miss the threshold, or think it's still happening, right. And it's probably lag. But they're like each each of these bosses have like 3 or 4 HP thresholds. So like, I'm not saying like they stop at half HP and like stop for a little bit and then you can burst them all the way down. No, they have like 3 or 4. Which, I mean, if you guys are willing to jump in, we can run a Kraken.
Oh,
if you're down for it.
Down.
All right, word.
Yeah, sure.
So, I'm gonna run these two.
Up a goofy tower team with naked Lougseus and Beast Alliance and Heroes Bonds on everybody because I'm curious. But yeah, we can take some time for some multiplayer.
If you guys want to, that's fine.
Yeah.
Why don't we? I'll bring Emtheria and.
You bring in the support.
Yeah, I'll bring the support because this is like all right. So let me explain this real quick.
I'm bringing Baron.
For any of these battles, if you have Gen and Emtheria, they are phenomenal. Okay, so Gen is bringing a free glass record, a free extremely bad chemical to knock down their elemental resist by 35, free super bad chemicals to absolutely nuke their strength, intelligence, defense, and mind, to give you a huge leg up on offense as well as a huge leg up on defense.
And PSA, because you're mentioning how important. Well, you know what? I'm so sorry. You're still talking about Gen.
No, go ahead.
No, I'll wait till you get to Theria, or I can use it as transition.
Sure. So, I mean, I don't know. Gen is just one of the best units in the game. He's one of the best BDB debuffers. He has a fantastic ability to get MP back because he has Goddess Kiss innate. I think I threw Maglion on him, but fantastic damaging. He's automatic surprise attack, backstab, like shit like that. Like, very good MP regen, very good debuffer. That's pretty much it for him, and he can glass record. So, as to Emtheria, essentially all you need for Emtheria is her passive buffs that apply automatically, the minus 20%, damage, and like the you don't get fainted and all that kind of stuff, as well as using AoE heals to give your entire team like 1,000 free HP and non-flinching status. That's very, very good. On her, you might want to run some of her free walls if they apply to that battle. If you can build specifically. Other than that, she's just there to mitigate all of the damage that's coming in. Her and Gen's debuffs paired with her being the defensive powerhouse that she is, will allow any other units, the other 2 units, to just reign freely to do whatever the heck they want. And which is really key for this because if you're not bringing the ability to stay alive, you probably will die.
Mm-hmm. So,
all right, what did you want to say about Darius?
To that point, I was going to say, we're talking about Gen and Tyria, and this is aimed for the newer players or maybe even mid-game players.
Okay.
Yes,
gotcha.
Gen, you ain't going to have a chance at unless they do a Dr. Stone rerun
right now.
3. right? So that, if you don't have him, you're SOL, and that sucks because he's great. Tyria, on the other hand, you can get guaranteed if you just save a little bit and farm up 30k crystals, which for a pitiable SM Tyria, I think it's a must. If you are starting the game right now, I would say your first 30,000 crystals should go to getting this girl.
And then everything else should go into the Lougseus.
And then everything should go. Well, maybe not everything, but I would say a 30k pitiable SM Tyria for anyone who doesn't have her and or is new, and which you can farm up 30k crystals relatively quickly. I don't know how long this banner's here for, but it's one of the best ROIs in this game that we've ever seen.
It's also worth mentioning that you get a permanent pool unit along the way, like that you get to select. So you get not only SM Theria by getting all the way there, you can also pick like Merity, who's a very solid unit who will carry
Merity, Yashmaru.
Yasha, if you need a steel unit, you don't hit
Lucio, like very, very good units for that perm. Yes.
And within those 100 pulls, you're also going to hit other stuff inevitably.
Yep.
Yeah, I pulled a DB Ray dupe.
I saw that.
Which was cool.
That was beautiful.
Which the rates on that banner, someone complained. Someone I saw in my Discord actually, I think was new and was like, I did all 30 summons and all I ended up with was a unit exchange ticket, and I was like, bruh, that's the point. Don't expect anything from those 100 pulls. Like Krypt said, you can happen upon one, but it is not. Oh, did you add me? Did you go back and accept me?
I did.
You did.
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry.
Crypt was having an issue finding my party earlier, so
what we are taking on the Kraken. So
yeah, bring a DPS with Fish Slayer.
Fish Slayer.
And Trishul if you need it.
You're gonna run.
I'm running Baron, bro.
I will run something else.
Yeah, Fish Slayer. I'm running the bow supports, so you guys will be able to do whatever.
You have beast.
Yeah, I'll run Icy instead of.
You guys can show off your damage. I'll let you.
Fish Slayer.
I'll heal your ass.
Yummy.
You'll let us pretend that we can do damage.
I mean, but you'll see how effective it is. I mean, here's the thing. Yes, squid is a fish. I don't suggest using Goroth because he has terrible hit counts anyways, if that's what you're referring to, Cerulean. But, oh yeah, let's roll. You guys are ready? Let's roll.
This is gonna.
So what's gonna happen here is you're not gonna see much damage happen to us, but normally there would be. And even with this, you probably see at least we'll probably get nuked. His one ult at like 15% HP or like 25% HP does do substantial damage. And so, now,
something else I noticed about that skill, something else I noticed about his ult that is really cool. When he does it the first time, it changes the stage. You go from being on the boat to being under the water.
Oh yeah, it's almost like he sank the boat with him.
It's awesome. That's a nice touch, man. That's really cool.
That's like the fighting game thing where you can punch somebody off the side of the screen and they end up on like, the secret next part of the stage. I love that.
Yeah. That's really
cool. And I'm sorry I can't like showcase you guys doing damage, but just trust that they are. You're watching my units.
Oh, that's right. I'm looking at my screen, just enjoying the view.
Right. Like
what Tweacz isn't telling you is that his Gen also does like omega damage.
Right.
Gen is so good. It is worth noting that while you cannot get Gen now, because summer is coming up, there will be almost certainly another chance to acquire Summerton Killy. Sure. It's kind of like Gen Light. She kind of has the same vibe.
Right now we're at an HP we're at an HP threshold in case anyone's noticing and stop using skills script if you would like.
No. You literally can't stop me.
And here we go again.
Well, now we're good. So do your thing.
Okay, so there we are. Oh, nope, we're still going. No, now we're stopped. So yeah, it's definitely something you got to take note of, and you're bound.
Yep, and here.
But you can still deal break damage, I see.
Here comes the ult. Look at this shit.
Wow.
Which I don't know if I had it all set up correctly. I don't think I have a strength. Do I have a strength debuff on him?
Oh, that's so dope, man.
I don't think I had a strength debuff on him, unfortunately. I think it went away. I don't know. But not a worries. We'll kill him. But like you see exactly how much that did without having a debuff on him. Like that's like he's still doing phenomenal damage against us.
Yeah, I super died.
Yeah,
you're dead.
I pimped out Baron. I pimped out Baron pretty crazy.
Yeah, you're doing half damage.
So yeah, dude, it's Baron. Baron is he's not okay, dude. He's just.
He's who I used when Tweacz and I were doing all of our initial clears.
Yeah, bro.
Tweacz was like, 100%. All right, I'm going to change this up and bring this character. I was like, cool, I'm going to bring Baron and
That's it. He's my go-to unit for any new challenging stuff. Unless, like you said, unless we run into the later bosses you're probably going to explain, which have a heavy...
Ooh, yes, let's go, Wosak. That's what I'm talking about.
We'll take that.
Wosak.
We need one of those. Let's go.
Wosak?
Oh, I got another Wosak from the bonuses, and the
Wosak is like,
let's go.
So that's the highest tier ingredient that you need to do like the blue Godforge alchemy orb, and you need like 5 of them to do each of them. So getting 2 of them is good news for.
It's the first clear reward, right?
Well, you could probably get the first clear reward. Yes,
I did.
Also that, but we got some from the actual drops too. We got one from the actual drop.
Yes.
So that
my belief that the way it's going to work is they're adding a new boss like every week or whatever for this, right? So these are this guy's enhanced stuff. So we've got the 2 pieces from him. So each boss is probably going to bring like 2 or 3 more pieces of equipment that we can Godforge using their specific drops. And it said they're adding them, not like rotating the Godforge.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work, honestly.
That's
also, it is the Godforge Dominion. It's not the Godforge Hall.
Yeah, it's Godforge Dominion.
They changed it like 4 times.
No, I mean, so they have it say Godforge Hall in here, but it says Godforge Dominion up top for like the actual area.
The Godforge Dominion is going to be the overall banner under which all of the Godforge halls with the individual bosses are contained. Would be my guess.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
That battle. So just to summarize what just happened. So Godforge Dominion, the giant Kraken, Fish Slayer special boost. You want a strength buff debuff, which apparently I didn't have up, so my Gen got absolutely nuked. So my fault on that.
I got dead.
Yeah, you got dead. My Gen dead. But luckily my Gen is decoy. So, yeah, man, that is
a tough boss.
That was a little scuffed, right? So, but Fish Slayer, and you want to, I mean, people have done that already, right? So just get those debuffs out there, keep them up. You'll be so much more survivable if you do. Now, same story here applies. Purple Gate. This one's going to be a Dreadworm. It's like a dragon. So it is dragon type. And we're going to run this, and I don't care about using my orbs and shit, but this one is... which I did this I used Rabala for this and do it like a minute, but we're just gonna roll with this. Bring whoever you want with Dragon Killer or Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer, yeah. So, yeah, we're not gonna be able to overtake the Abyss Gate spam because I'm not bringing Rabala, but like it's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Which I need to set this thing. All right, and I'll try to make sure to use my
looks good to me.
Use my debuffs this time.
Thanks.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Alrighty, multiplayer.
The lobby is up if you'd like to join.
Just refresh.
This is a live. This is a live
showing.
Live showing of how we.
I'm actually going to change since breaking doesn't seem like it's
breaking does nothing in this. You don't need.
We're not fighting Naglfar anymore. So
nope.
Icy Guardian.
You can bring Icy Guardian is the tits, and it will always do something because Gen has a extremely bad chemical, so at least do about 10% damage.
We'll take it.
So which is good
if I can find it.
And I got double glass record, so this will work,
bro. Hold on.
Whoever's watching Buddha do his thing, tell him to hurry up.
Dude, I don't understand what's happening. I can't find the Ark. Hold on.
Do you have a filter on?
If it's stacked, reset the filters.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had unlearned only.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
I was freaking out, which is actually a great addition to the game.
Oh, I think that's Crip's favorite part of this entire thing.
Hey, you want me to let me tell you what my favorite addition to this is. I don't think I've said this yet, but my favorite addition is the unlearned skills filter.
It is wonderful.
Okay, it is pretty awesome though. They did a great job with that.
Okay,
it's so
sorry.
It was really funny.
Like hours of scrolling time.
Yeah, well, here we go. Here's my iteration of it. It was really funny when Crypt was like, "Oh my god, this is a thing," because he literally had SM Theria teaching her skills, and he went to Unlearned Only, and it was 4 arcs.
Wow.
I was like, dude,
that's impressive.
What?
Dude, I'm telling you, I have several units that have nearly everything, if not everything, on them. And the only reason they don't have absolutely everything is because it was so hard to find what they were missing.
Yep.
Now it just tells me what they're missing.
Yeah, it's a very good addition.
It's the most beautiful thing that I have ever seen.
I've
only had unlearned filtering for 1 day, but if anything happened to it, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
All right, so we're going to run through these maps. This one's going to be... I'll give you guys some skills. Let's go.
Thank you.
This one's going to be a dragon. It's going to be the Dreadworm, pretty much the same Dreadworm from the DMC.
Yes.
Out of Palace. It's pretty much the same purple thing, and it will move and be shifty, but not really often. This will nuke it pretty good. It uses a dark magic,
It doesn't do the crystal thing on the ground, right?
It doesn't do the crystal thing. You know what? I saw a crystal on the ground, but I never got hit by them, so I don't know if it's like actually a thing or not. But once we get there, it'll be you'll see. We'll check.
I like how this is like take your daughter to work day with supports. It's kind of a slight family outing we've got going on here.
I enjoy it. I'm
a big fan of Lilibet Duran as to just like completely obliterate everything.
You should have told me to bring Robala because she's probably the most effective in this entire thing. To be honest,
We really could have had like the full family and their adopted kid.
When we go against the Green Gate, I'm gonna bring Robala. All right.
Here's my idea, guys. I want to start doing some YouTube shorts because I think that format can work well when we're bursting bosses that we want to show off down.
Okay.
And we can do little themes like Lilibet and the parents go out to buy some groceries.
nice family picnic.
And we run a little multiplayer of these new bosses.
All right, you guys ready?
And
you guys ready?
This guy. Oh yeah, I've been ready, bro.
All right, let me just nuke his. Nuke
his stuff, and we'll take care of the rest. And you take care of keeping us alive.
Yep.
Yeah, he is definitely pretty tanky.
But he has.
What does he have on him? Does he have anything on him?
Yeah, he's got a HP lock soon. He doesn't have the most, but he will start.
If you can burst him down after he starts his spam, he's one of the easiest. If you don't have like shields and stuff, he does do the crystal thing on the ground.
Yeah, it nukes your MP pretty well, but I mean it doesn't. It's kind of irrelevant at this point, honestly.
Imagine being characters that either need MP or can't just like have all of their MP back instantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely have to pay attention to when he can't be hurt.
616916 was his health when it locked right there.
If I can get out of this stupid. Okay, Chris, you want to show off, bro? And look at that. You're not even going to kill him.
You're not even going to kill him.
You're not even going to kill him, bro.
Shuffle is trash, dude.
PSA
yeah, I mean,
for those of you who launch ultimates during multiplayer battles.
Yeah, don't do that. That's literally bad manners.
Unless it's a support ultimate, like Emtheria or again.
Sure.
Then it's okay.
Sure.
Yeah. But your one ultimate is not going to outdamage everybody in the party doing what they're supposed to be doing. So don't do that. Don't be me.
All right, that was solid time. And we got anything good? Not really.
No.
We got 2 clusters.
So what you farm these stages for is the purple mega clusters as well as a chance at the rainbow mega cluster. Wow. Those are the best rewards in these.
Can you get them off?
Can we get anything?
Oh my gosh!
Speaking of the devil,
I was just about to ask. Can you get them in the multiplayer clear rewards?
Absolutely. Well, this is proof.
That's a good example.
That's extremely good. All right, we're moving on. This is lucrative as hell. Let's go.
Man, we should do this more often.
All right. So the next gate. So what you need for that one is Dragon Slayer, and again debuffs and heals. Like you saw, we were clean through that entire. We never were in trouble that entire one. Red Gate is a little different. Now, I'm going to bring. Would you mind bringing Emtheria, Crypt?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
I'm 100% for that. And I know why, and we're about to explain to everybody.
So, the issue with the Red Gate is you either need a mage with MP. So the Red Gate final wave is Cerulean. Stop. You saved Zekis. All right, relax. We know. So the issue with the final stage is that it's going to be essentially the Daramakara battle in the Dara Desert. What happens in that battle is you start out with 0 MP. So mages that don't have an immediate way to gain MP back are useless, and the spirits themselves are super physical resistant. As in, it's really not likely for you to do enough DPS to take them out with any time frame. What that means is what you will struggle with if you don't bring a correct setup is if you kill the insect boss, which is Daramakara, you also and then have to kill the spirits that are there. So if you don't bring a mage that can do, and backtracking a little bit, they can be damaged with magic and alts. They're 75 weak to every element, but are super physical resistance. So you're not going to do much damage to them with physical damage, but you can do a hell of a lot of alt and magic damage. Right. But you don't have MP at the start, and you need to build an alt. So what's the idea? The idea is to either use a mage who gets MP back, which is going to be the best in slot for this, is going to be Sage Zekis, because he can use his Soul Liberate and get all of his pretty much 50% of his MP back in one little free spell. So he will be able to cast spells right away after you use that. The second thing is using units with AoE elemental alts to get that big damage. The best one for us being Alice. Alice, Dante, Lougseus is going to be great for this. Anyone with an elemental alt that can damage these, because unfortunately, like I said before, if you defeat the boss himself, the Dharmakara boss, you still have to kill all of the spirits at one time. Because why kill them at one time? Because they respawn. And if the battle does not end until they're all off of the screen. And Crypt and I struggled with this originally because we didn't bring any magic or like a good AoE alt. So we were sitting there trying to line them up and kill them, in which case we could have just used an AoE alt or magic.
Collect them with Baran and then chainsaw them down, but they weren't taking very much damage because they're weak to essentially they're negative 75 elemental resist, but they're highly physical resistant. So it came down to honestly just luck. I literally just sat there and spammed S2 with Baran until it happened to kill everything all at the same time.
Wow.
Funniest part is Tweacz left out of frustration about 5 seconds before that happened, and then I got 4 red mega clusters all at the same time, and it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
We were in the battle for 7 minutes.
Wow. It was 7 minutes.
That's not fun.
So yes, bring an AoE alt that's going to be effective. Like I'm bringing Alice right now; it's going to be dumb effective.
Yeah, I'm going to bring Alice, of course.
No, you don't. No, don't bring Alice. You bring someone else. No, bring someone else. Because I can do that. You just bring like single target damage. Well, I'll do the alt.
Bring like Baran with Insect Slayer, and we'll be good.
They don't have much. They don't have much HP at all. They just need. You just can't damage them without an alt or magic.
Right,
yeah,
1 second to replace these things.
Yeah.
Well then.
Another good thing about this is if you have an Alice alt or someone's alt, use Pose of Honor. So you can get some MP back. So you can use Sharp Eyes. So you can use. Alice's Slayer mode, stuff like that. So use the poses. Poses are great on Alice because she does lose HP as well. Pose of Victory is awesome for this battle. Pose of Glory, yep. But Crypt bring. This is again the combo of essentially 2 DPS, Gen, and Memtheria. So it's phenomenal.
Surprise, super good.
Even if you don't have the super bad chemicals, you use like a Blazer or a Drain. Or a Lostoma or a Nemesis. Like all that stuff works really, really well. And I know it says only 20% or 25% reduction in stats, but that means a lot of mitigated damage or a huge increase in damage if you use them.
The way that the damage formula considers like stat disparities, so like defense being much higher than strength is going to have a huge effect on how much damage you are capable of doing to something. So that's why with Naglfar, when you do like minus 35% defense, you go from doing like 10 and 16 damage to doing like thousands of damage.
Right.
It's kind of interesting how the game compares stats.
This is an insect, if you heard me saying.
I don't have Insect Slayer. So
don't worry about it.
We're rocking a non-Slayer boost, and we'll see what that damage looks like.
I normally solo this with Alice, Gen, and Antheria, so like it's not an issue.
Shouldn't be too.
It's a non-issue.
Baran doesn't quite need it, luckily.
Baran doesn't need much, let's be honest.
As long as I run behind him, yes?
No, you don't have to at all.
Okay.
You just, Buddhist, like,
I'm
he
just
slaps.
doing my thing then.
Tell you what I didn't do is give Gen the cast accessory. That's what I definitely didn't do.
Oh, nice.
All right.
I
promise you will not be lacking for SC.
Yeah. Good. So we're
now I
through
don't
these.
have a unit to distract me, so I can literally just sit here and like cast Cancel the Glass Record over and over again.
Yep, pretty much. So here's the thing: when we do get to the final battle, which I don't care about stealing against these enemies at all, our goal is to get mega clusters, and mega clusters only drop from the final boss. So the fact that we're not stealing right now, most people will want to steal, but we don't really care about. And I'm speaking for all of you, which I assume is correct, because we can get clusters. That's not an issue. we want the mega clusters because those are much harder to get. So I'm saving my Gen's Beast Hunter Arc Skill 10 for the final battle. Other than that, we're just blitzing through these and just trying to do them as quick as possible.
God dang, bro.
Yes, he's fun to use. We get it, dude. We get
it. I can't help it, man. I just.
I didn't even get my ult because we killed everything so fast, which is surprising because I usually get my ult.
Fun fact: tomorrow. Okay, hold on. Are you prepping us?
Oh, we're doing this. So we're gonna all start out at 0 MP, which means I'm gonna do Beast Hunter real quick. And I got my Catastrophe, so that's gonna be great. I'm gonna kill all of these, and then we're gonna go kill the boss.
Cool.
Which he does have a couple of 3, I think.
That's what we counted when you showed me.
And so this one especially, you don't really need debuffs, but you can use them if you want. I'm just gonna give us all some MP real quick.
All right, there we go.
You see how my Alice is at like 300 MP? I don't know why.
Probably Pose of Honor, right?
No, she never gets that much. I think there is a glitch in multiplayer right now. Yeah.
Interesting.
So he stopped at 50. So we're gonna do that. So one of the biggest reasons why Gen is so good in this mode, or in all these battles, is that minus strength debuff he gives right away. So he has 3. So now this is his second HP threshold at about 30%, 35%. He gets 50, 35, and then there's a one more around like 15%. So this is when you like just chill, right? So we'll knock him down to this one. There's the second one, third one, maybe.
Right here, right when he goes into break. Very nice.
Yeah, so we're just gonna have to sit here.
What's good is that it's a time gated thing, right? So we can chill here, and he can actually get unthresholded in break.
Oh, nice.
So like we're good to go. And this isn't gonna do that much because I actually don't have it full. I don't have her slider on. But I mean, hopefully we'll get close.
As
we'll
long
get close
as
to
it
killing.
Takes out the spirits. That's the most
exactly.
important part.
That was the main point. And so we killed. Before because they take like Crypt. Would you say like 5 to 7 seconds they respawn? It's pretty quick.
It's really fast. It's like unnecessarily fast.
Right. Which is the most of the struggle of this. Yeah, most of the struggle of this is killing them all at once, which is very, very annoying.
So fun fact, I mean, you highlighted, right, Tyria, who's useful in all of these, but Zekis, very useful in the prior, or no, in this one, like you said.
Zekis is fantastic in most of them,
like you
honestly.
said in this one. Yep. But also Alice. Let's say you have Tyria, you can go get Zekis on that 30k banner.
There we go.
Dang, bro.
Just
reeling it in.
I haven't got one
These
yet.
delicious drops.
Let's say you have Zekis
this is
and
called
Tyria.
Streamer luck, Buddha. Streamer luck.
No kidding.
Fucking real.
So I can move back to doing Crypt, if you want to do your own thing. I can move back to using my 2 supports pretty easily.
I'm just gonna switch back to a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And this one's going to be the deal with the I'm gonna go back out. The blue ability gate. The boss is a blue demon Ahura, which is that beast unit that fights with a bunch of ice shit, and like it's very, very annoying and repetitive damage, and it gets very, very annoying, right? So M30 is gonna be fantastic here. Gen's gonna be debuffing and be fantastic here. If you don't debuff, his ults do hit very, very hard.
Okay.
Of note, if you go in to try to break this boss, which we did originally, right, Buddha? Right, Crypt? His break lasts for like 2 seconds.
It's so short.
It just his break bar just zooms down and he exits break. It's almost like the boss. They coded him to essentially not be in break. So don't try to break this boss. But if you do, Godspeed. It's not very useful.
Give me
after he comes out of break, I feel like he does his ult.
Yeah,
So you almost get like punished for breaking him.
At least the HP threshold, I think we were at. I think that was the trigger. But yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Give me literally 1 second to teach him Beast Slayer.
Oh my god!
But like, I have all 3 AP dungeons, and I got.
All right, you're in it.
I got.
You got the seconds.
Okay.
We'll give it to you.
Okay, cool.
It's one time. Everybody gets one. Tell him, Peter.
Hold up. It might be a 1 tap. Yep. All right, we're good. See, that's all it took, literally. Who timed it?
Are you gonna finish that before I finish putting on Beast Slayer and some other one SC?
Probably because you
it's already
can't
done.
find it.
It's already done.
Probably Crypt because you can't find anything and listing it by cost.
No, it's fine. And also fast speed on Shift Lilibet.
Why not, dude? Why not?
EOP.
Again, all these ability gates, all the previous the four beginning waves are just kind of whatever. But that also does allow you, as well as the Kraken stage, to use Pirate's Feast if you have a unit that has that, or if you want to teach them to get full stocks on the final wave, because none of them are one stage battles, which is really, really nice. Pirate's Feast is a fantastic skill if you have the ability to take advantage of it, which you do in all of these. All right.
Nice.
So, Portman.
I am enjoying
this.
this
I believe
active
family
podcast.
outing.
What?
I said I'm enjoying this active podcast.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the most active
playing together.
we've done, except for me running around testing shit normally. So, this is fun.
Alrighty, let's do the thing.
I just gotta remember to not fat finger Beast Hunter while we're doing this, because I've done that many, many times in my solo runs. It's just like click on again, bang, Beast Hunter. Like,
Yeah, as soon as the menu comes up, it's like, oh, I must be going for Beast Hunter.
God damn it. Yeah, so
Muscle memory.
why don't I not do myself and not even touch him for the rest of this time? So let's do that. You guys are doing great. Honestly, you guys are just doing very nice damage. I really appreciate it for helping me out.
We have
Crypt, if you remember correctly, this was probably the one. This and the next one, the Poplar one, were not prepared for with debuffs at all.
100% not.
key.
We figured
The
out
Poplar fight we barely got through.
we figured out the Dharmakara one, and then we're like, we got the rest. It's fine. No, we needed
there's
debuffs.
no way. There's no way any of them could be more annoying than that was.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
but wait, there's more.
And well, I mean, we came into this being like, that's fine. Yeah, no way.
Bro,
We
Buddha's
realized
doing all the kills.
a couple of them.
it's all right.
Here and there.
Tweacz, tell Buddha to leave some kills for me. God damn.
It's a race, Crypt. It's a race. Who can get the most?
Oh, is it now?
Always. So
Let's get that. Take a little break skill for ourselves. Yes.
Yeah, look at this break. Look at these break values.
Yeah, he breaks
Just
very quickly.
tanking.
He's doing no damage, but he will do damage. That's the thing. Watch his break bar.
Such a weird fight.
Wow. It's just speed
And
racer.
I mean, it's very easy to get into.
And there's his HP lock.
Yep.
And I'm frozen. Rip. So I hope it goes.
I was gonna say, do you think it's
forgot about
worth
that, yeah.
running Blaze Garden? Did you
So,
even mention that?
Blaze Garden, maybe. I did not mention that, but sure.
Hey guys, what if I use my ult here?
Oh god.
I hate you.
Is that?
Let me kill him real quick.
That worked very well. That was-
Oh, you got him, Crypt. You got him.
Here's the thing. That was very low key, easy because
of you.
that ult usually murder. I mean, you saw when going into the if you were paying attention going into this, we hadn't done the no death. Like we did.
That was my first no death run.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. All right. Exactly. Nobody dies.
And I
Crazy.
keep getting mega clusters. Angry.
Good
Oh my
lord, bro.
God, come on.
Good lord.
What?
I haven't got a single one.
Leave the cluster for the rest of us, man.
I'm hosting forever.
Hosting is the ultimate buff.
Yeah, but that wasn't a host bonus one. That was just a regular bonus one.
But you know they love giving me drops, Crypt. Let's go.
That's true.
Let's
And you did
go.
literally pay through the nose for the UR, so
I'm-
you're owed.
Oh my god.
You didn't even
Someone's
can't even
got-
let him enjoy it.
Oh
You
my
are
God.
owed.
All right, so Crypt, you want to switch back to Emtheria? I'm gonna go to Ravala because this one
Yeah.
is this one is
absolutely.
sick. This
Oh.
one is absolutely sick.
Oh.
I
This
think not enough
Battle?
people have seen what your Robula does yet.
oh yeah,
This
dude, this
should
is
be
fun.
So anytime you want to do that, I'm happy to play support.
All right, so Ravala is going to absolutely destroy everything. I have her set up for magic damage on her Nether Tempest and I mean, relatively instant cast. Like I don't have her instant cast. It's like 50%, but yeah, dude, she just straight up slaps. I'm using Sandworm for the 50% bonus to every magic attack. Also procs Exsanguinate. Also, I'm going to be debuffing like this. They're going to take a lot of damage.
The combo of the two of them together is really
These
nasty.
two, yes, it is.
Also,
crazy.
shout out to Sandworm for just continuing to be the GOAT.
Oh, right. It actually
goated
serves.
forever.
It is now no longer just the dual wield. Wait, bro, what type was I supposed to be running?
Don't worry about it.
Don't matter.
It's Plant Slayer, but don't worry about it.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
You've got it covered.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna move.
all I'm gonna do. No,
gonna
please do
watch.
attack.
But
I'm gonna do this each. Like, I'm just gonna do this because you guys are. I don't know if you guys are gonna kill before I kill them.
Probably not. I mean, once
Yeah,
Rabala
I will.
goes off, once that skill pops off, there's not much still standing.
Yeah, man. Rabala's Nether Tempest is one of the most powerful spells in the game. And especially since these plants, I think, have like 15 resist, or I think it's, I don't know what it is after, but yeah, I mean, instant cast, and I'm just destroying as well. Getting
It's
with
not enough is how much resist they have.
Yeah, Tweacz,
Not enough.
Tweacz is still in the end game slides, for sure.
What?
But it's okay because she has the coolest, like one of the coolest
She
victory
does.
poses too.
Yeah, with that sphere.
I was originally really mad about Lougseus's victory pose, and then I realized it's just point down from Dark Souls, and now it's one of my favorite.
That's dope. I don't know what that is.
There's a cultural thing in Dark Souls where if you PvP somebody and you kill them, you point down at them, and that's what he's doing. He's just pointing down at everybody.
Right.
Let's get one more glass record off, if we can. Oh no! I fucking hate this
Nice,
game.
bro.
You did it.
I'm so sorry.
Hey,
You did.
I wasted it. Oh my god!
I can never
It was
play
less-
multiplayer with you again, bro.
It was bound to happen once, and I was like, "Oh, let's throw a glass record up. First skill, sure. Nope.
Yeah, it's got to be in that first slot. Nope.
Son of a-
Beast Hunter.
I'm finger tapping my fucking iPad
All
right
right,
now.
bro. I'm not actually gonna do anything this time. Wow, there's
Okay.
all four of them.
So here's what happens. This happens. You need a strength debuff on all of them, or else we're gonna get absolutely murdered. Which we didn't because we were strong.
It did not get murdered right there. It was great.
We did it.
This is doing damage to
we're
everybody, by
strong.
the way. Is anyone paying attention? I will cast cancel, cast Giga Hydrain, because why not help out the homies? And then we're gonna cast another Nether Tempest. It's a lot of damage, dude.
I'm just having fun
Chilling.
playing in a hurricane.
We're just chilling. We just straight chilling.
So yeah, guys.
I mean, you guys are more than welcome to attack.
No,
Like,
no, no.
Attack. No, like attack the boss, please.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not like that. I mean, come on.
Do something. Wait, not that.
I mean, you're gonna do like nothing, dude.
Don't do that.
I got you. I got you guys. Wow, that is just
All right, there
beautiful.
go.
So there's
There
definitely
go.
more
There's
are
three
high
of them.
resist.
All right,
They all popped.
there we go.
Yep.
I'll help out
Great.
with the final one, I guess.
I'm gonna help too. I'm gonna run in
Oh.
here and do a bunch of Astral Star. Boom! Such big DPS.
So you see that, right? We got a strength debuff on him. Good. Still gonna hit pretty heavy.
Ooh.
Imagine that without any debuffs.
It would have just murdered all of us. We had a flame wall up too from when I.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
for-
Flame wall with this really
before.
strong debuff, like crazy.
Nice.
Those, yeah, whatever.
We making this look easy.
Yeah, it's not that easy. Let's
Keep in mind, yes, right.
Try these strats at home, kids.
The DPS, it always steals the show, but what's the real winners right here are the behind the scenes, like you're talking about. The
Yes,
debuffers, yeah.
Oh, weird! I got another one.
I knew it.
How weird,
I
bro.
knew you were gonna get.
I stole that. I stole that from the clutches of my own beast hunter.
I'm not mad at it because I'm getting all the first time clear rewards.
Yeah, lit.
So I'm chilling.
I'm not getting mega clusters. I get it.
Those are probably the 4 toughest battles, to be honest. These next battles you don't really need a debuffer, but it just helps. Honestly, it's just like it's a very well-rounded build. Healer, debuffer, DPS. Like that's what you got to do. So we'll do this one next. Let's do all 3. Why not? This is going to be a one called the Thunder Crazed Jalabunga.
Yes, this was a fun one.
So you can see on the map what it gives. Now, what it does not give, which I think we've mentioned before. So radiances to go to 5th star enhance are not included in any of these drop tables.
I saw that.
So it's only Light of the World. What?
It's not even in that one.
What? Oh, you can't.
It's in the single.
Bruh.
So I imagine it's only available as. Oh, your stream went down. Oh well, didn't they mention that radiances will not be available for drop? That is
no, but that's the thing. That's not even the radiance. That's just the Light of the World.
Oh right, I know that's not available in the.
It doesn't make any sense. That why wouldn't be in multiplayer?
It doesn't.
Why would you not be able to get this?
Yeah, that's strange. Did the other ones have them? And that
yeah, you could get it in multiplayer during.
No, I'm saying foreign.
Like the other 2.
Limit Breaker or Otherworldly Limit Breaker multi. Does it have it?
Let me see. No.
Nope.
Oh, this one has different ones too. Hold on a second. What the? What are we missing here?
Fishy. Well, the
base.
Light.
It takes the base ones out. That's really, really weird. That doesn't have the Light of the World, like the 5-star one or the 6-star one, right? This.
Especially because it's like twice as expensive to run the multiplayer one as the regular one.
Right.
I mean, but you're looking for these materials, right?
Mm-hmm.
True. I guess
I do like how this says 9-star and this is only 8 stars up here. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, interesting.
Also, this one says whatever. Details, whatever. All right, we'll run this one. This is going to be called the Thunder Crazed Jalabunga.
That's good.
I'm just going to go with the same thing. Just go with the same thing. I just run Rabala again because it's whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to run Antaria, it's fine.
2 cents from your boy Buddha. Baron's excellent in this stage because he doesn't flinch a lot.
Baron is excellent in many stages. Yes.
Yeah. Just in case I didn't say that enough in the past.
So the issue with this, if you get him to low HP and you don't burst him down enough, he will seal everybody, in which case you can't use spells or skills. If you have not had that happen to you before, it does happen.
No, it hasn't.
In which case, this was the first one I ever did because I was farming the stuff to get Baron to 5-star enhance. So
Baron?
I came across that and I was like, what? Loud, my fault.
Yes, I do need.
But I did that, and I was just like, "Why is everyone sealed?" And as it just so happens, he seals everybody. So it wasn't very fun.
Interesting.
So I built a regular tag B to just absolutely nuke him instead, and then Damus got mad at me for switching my V build while he was trying to auto farm. So
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, somebody else screwed up their V as well. So I'm probably about to remove everybody that's not you two again.
So I tested out what you said with G. Lugiel on the auto farm. I don't have skill charge 3.
I'm not sure if you need it.
Well, with just phone booth, I don't have enough.
Yeah, you need skill charge 3.
I don't have enough, and I did try to put William Blake's poems on him.
Yeah.
But
it's only like 3 seconds,
it's
though.
3 seconds, so I still think I didn't have enough. So then I tried to do a level 1 abandoned city to add another 5 seconds, but
and then it screws up the other slots.
It screwed up the other slots, yes. So wasn't quite working for me.
What's beautiful about this is also look at these single-digit numbers. There's no damage coming from him because
0, 2.
minus strength debuff. Minus strength debuff.
Yeah,
It's
so
great.
again, Interior.
I guess I can use Beast Hunter now. I guess, huh? This is the correct time
to
use it.
Spot, and there's the chest. It's not that you can't do these stages without Gen Interior, it's just that it turns them into easy mode, as we are witnessing, when used properly. Oh, he is not dying.
Oh, he used Thunder, whatever. My bad, I should have kept my Nether Tempest up.
It's fine. I'm just going to cast Glass Record so many times that there is never a point where we don't have a barrier.
Cool.
Every time a lightning bolt hits, I'm going to cast Glass Record.
Very nice.
Yes.
Does he have another threshold? He doesn't. Yes,
Yeah,
he does.
Like
Right there.
400 MP worth of Glass Record.
It's all time gated too,
Damn
so
it.
like we can just continue to.
I totally tried to time my S3 thinking he would be out of it, and he was not.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
So, yeah, safe bet, just auto attack until you see the threshold go down, then continue.
Yeah, so you see that little yellow bar, and then you just go ham.
Yeah. Hey, I got it. I got in at the end. Thanks, guys.
Did you win? Did you win?
Hey, I have that one. I hate my silver Kyle. I'm not even going to cap.
I for real think it was harder to get Silver Kyle than Gold Kyle.
Well, hey.
I think that somehow there are less people with
Alright.
Silver Kyle than Gold Kyle.
Nobody
has Bronze Kyle. He just doesn't exist.
This limit breaker field is the drop rates are kind of tough for the 9-star materials.
Yeah.
Like the feather, the cursed eye, this like sharp fang thing, or this heart thing. They're pretty low drop rate, honestly.
It's not a lot of those, as you can buy them in. I think it's like the Tower shop might have some of them. The Fringe shop has some, not like the top ones, but some of the ones that you need.
Yeah.
Crimson Ore shop has a couple of those things. So they are available other places.
Right.
This isn't like a situation back in the day where like, oh, I didn't get a Light of the World. I cannot enhance this unit ever. There's not one available to buy. Crap.
Yep.
Right.
Now they're at least available. Like there is some drip feed availability. Even if they are very expensive, they at least exist.
Yes. Boss type?
I mean, I think it's undead.
Undead.
It's undead and then another beast. And someone said creature, but I'm pretty sure it's beast.
No, this one's undead, and then the other one is beast.
It's the chimera, right? It's beast. Yeah, this one's just like the similar copy paste from the other Transcendence gates that we've been doing, which is the big Reaper dude.
This one, in my opinion, is actually probably the easiest of the new bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not very difficult.
These limit breaker fields seem much
aren't that bad.
Yeah,
They're
I was running pugs in these earlier in the
It's
stream.
essentially ability gates, then Kraken, then these. That's my difficulty. Because the ability gates are not easy. We're making them look easy. It ain't easy.
No,
Yeah,
they
some of them
definitely
are
have a
very,
layer.
very difficult.
Yeah, especially if they just catch you at the wrong time.
And you know, this is showcasing the beauty of Magic. In which case, you don't have to be in front of a person to hit them. You can just do a map-wide spell and kill everything in one to go.
Rabala's definitely the sleeper unit of the two. Clearly.
And I mean, she definitely takes a lot of setup.
She
but
does.
we needed a good Earth Mage, or we needed an Earth Mage very badly.
I would say she.
I mean, yeah, we did.
She sits up there with Amelia, even with Amelia H.
She's above.
Above.
The only reason she doesn't, powerhouse wise, she sits above her. But unfortunately, she loses when it comes to resist.
Resist break.
Because Amelia will always penetrate.
Right.
Rabala cannot.
Right.
But her T4 spell is well above Amelia's in my head.
Oh, she was so bad.
It's okay. It's not.
It's bad for frames.
True.
Although I guess I haven't watched it on iOS because I haven't used her in like a year. And when we do use her, obviously we're not using Alhuma. We them H2S boys now.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is oh shit.
See, he used
H2S,
the thing.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I really badly, and he's got so much SC to work with. I really badly want to make like a dark spam H2S lube build.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like really messed up.
Yeah.
Right.
Lube seems like he can be the tankiest mage in Arena that we've ever seen. Nice.
So like, no weapon, no armor, paid accessory.
Yep.
Abyssal silver.
Yep.
H2S. And I think we're good. Yeah, I think that's. Oh wait, no. Ghost Hime. Right. That's the build.
You're an idiot. That's awesome.
Crypt's gonna have some.
We
fun.
got 3. So I will say the rares this time are going to be like 7-star and up usually.
Also, look at this. The 7 and 8 stars there at the end are all kind of out of whack.
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know why. What's nice about the ability gates themselves, the colored ability gates, they're going to be any rare chest is going to be a mega cluster or above. So whenever you get a rare chest, you know it's at least a colored mega cluster or a rainbow mega cluster.
We'll take it.
Let's just move on to the beast. This one's going to be a chimera, and it's like again these are like kind of not as high key as the other ones.
I genuinely don't even remember this fight.
Yeah, we did it.
I don't know. I don't know what the mechanics in it are, even though
I don't think there's much.
It's not much. It was pretty much HP threshold burst down.
Yeah.
Especially when you're bringing Gen in area. So like, this was the last one we did this morning, and it was pretty much just like, all right, this is the last one. Burn through it. See ya.
We had been through quite a bit at that point.
Yeah, that was
sure.
A lot of emotion.
Yeah. I'm in a glass case of emotions.
You can't see the amount of damage that Rebel is doing. It's friggin' bonkers, dude.
Yeah, jeez.
The fact that
that box next to the words, all of it.
Enemies with like easily 400,000 health each.
Well, the ability to just cast and then you don't do nothing. You could just watch it all happen to everybody on the stage. Yeah, you could literally play in the hurricane.
Yep, playing in hurricane.
And you're the one that caused it.
Yep.
Also, her skills do 9 bajillion damage.
And they're all
and cast very quickly.
Yeah.
And can cast cancel them. Yes, 100%.
Them high skill cap here.
All that MP.
That's something I feel like we didn't see for a very long time. Like, I feel like Bayland was really the first character that we saw high skill performance on.
Right, from Meat Man's video, like, him soloing Reaper and
Pablo.
being able to,
The early Pablo
and Reaper, yeah, dude.
That was the first time I saw a last Cloudia video, and I like didn't understand what was going on. Like, he was doing stuff that was like, okay, first, why did he do that? And second, how did he do that?
I bet it is Creature.
Yeah, he is. I was like, there's no way I'm dealing sub 9K with Slayers.
No, my fault.
That's
alright.
It's all good. I think we'll still be fine.
You suck.
Non-Slayer.
I do suck,
15
dude. He's trying to Grand Cross us. He's trying to arena meta us.
Well, so this is proof that a 65 SC Baron can still do the job.
With the wrong Slayer.
That's what I'm saying. Special boost does nothing, and Slayer does nothing.
I guess I should use that.
Oh, nice.
The first time I took Baron into tower, I'm pretty sure I gave him dual wield and combo master, and that was it. It was like a 20 SC build, and I must have used that all the way up because when I went to build him today, he was at 20 out of 80 equipped, and it's like, oh yeah,
wow.
We definitely did a full run with him.
That's great, bro.
I just want to see her ult. That was the last one. Her ult's so sick.
That is
We're not doing any
cool.
damage because we're already sure. I just wanted to see it.
Wow. Tweacz.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta.
Tweacz is a
Sometimes
very
you just gotta
toxic
appreciate the
multiplayer person.
Right. We're casting ults on
HP thresholds. What is this?
Like, we're spamming stamps at each other.
I'm gonna change the name to LC Noob Podcast.
If we weren't like friends,
your
this would
portrait
be
gonna be
like
on
peak toxicity.
Height.
What do we got there?
It would.
Just
Alright,
Wow. Did we do it? Did we cover all these damn stages?
Yeah,
All
That's
right,
pretty good.
sevens and
I believe
eights.
that's every new boss fight.
I got no 9s. Oh well.
I got no 9s either. The 9s are kind of tough to get, in which case I would suggest You get them from the first time clear reward, but other than that, you gotta get them. I don't know if they're in the front shop. They might be in the front shop. That's probably where you can get them, or in the multiplayer coin shop. But
yeah, okay. So the 9 stars are in here for 20K each, which is actually not that bad.
Well,
not bad.
No, because you only need like 5
of them. 2 every month.
Yeah, you can grind them though. It's not that bad, guys. Don't rush them. Especially don't spend multiplier coins like I did on them.
Realistically, with the first time clear reward, from each, and then the 2 from your friend points, that's enough to 5-star a unit.
I bought these.
30,000.
What? No. What?
Yeah. What the Tweacz?
What?
38,000.
He had 42,000 the other day.
Set for the next like 4.
What do you mean? I just spent like $4 grand on this stuff, man. Come on, chill.
I'm sorry. You need 10,000 of those. I'm tripping.
Exactly.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. What? You need 100 each for. Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's 10,000 regular coins, not 1,000.
What would you like to do next? Because that just covers all of the grinding stuff.
That covered all the grinding stuff, man. I mean, what else came with this update? The wards, the 5-star units. Good God.
Man, he's sick.
He's a cool dude.
Hopefully people got some insight on how to do this stuff, because like it is a bit disconcerting whenever you roll into these battles and just get absolutely mollywopped. So
yeah. Well, actually, we're going on 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's day 1 of the update. I don't think there's going to be anything crazy that they're going to bring besides part 2 by the time we do this again next week.
And part 2 is what? In 2 weeks.
No, it's in 2 weeks, or it's in Echoes of the Great War represented by
I don't know.
The whole period.
I'm part of the global. I don't read the news, dude. I can't read. Like,
I'm pretty sure that 13 days is the whole of the event, and then it's
people read in this house.
Oh, these are available in part 2. The radiances. Those will be nice to get.
Right there. End half.
Event beginning half. Look.
Yeah.
Is going to be 2 weeks long, but they all run the whole time.
Yeah. So next week, I think, with some more exploration from you guys.
Yeah.
With the maybe old unit buffs, we can focus on those and whatever this second half brings, if it brings anything of interest.
Yeah. Just of note, just celebrating just for a little bit. I got this baby.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's how
30K to get, but I've wanted her for a while.
She's so tiny at level 1.
I know, right? That's how I felt with Sage Zekis. That was a nice.
A little bit.
It was
what a little bit.
Literal double-digit stats.
He's so good.
Nothing is stopping Tweacz from getting the best.
And she's going to be a monster. Yeah, if I don't do it now, then it's just bad.
So that'll be fun. Yeah, I think I'm good. I know I'm braid fried. I gotta go pop a perk because my tooth is just
nice
aching. That hole is sealing shut, so I'm gonna go do that. Get up into the clouds legally.
Mm-hmm.
And
also legally, just for reference.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
That's right. You're on the west side. No, you're not. You're East Coast, bro. But you're up north.
Man,
I think you're up north.
Well, man, relax. But anyways, yeah. I mean, I hope people got a lot of information today from.
It was.
There's literally a whole tutorial on skill canceling, and then we did the entire.
Yo, dude,
event.
This was a great one, and yeah, that alone is so freaking useful. Just going through each one of those bosses and showing, how to work towards an easy clear. But again, I'm sure some people are gonna get triggered because we're using Gen, we're using maxed out M-Tyrias, we're using final builds like on Lilibet and Baron, dripped out and end game gear.
Pay to win. Complete bullshit.
Yes.
Collab, like multiple different collabs.
It's gonna piss some people off, but it serves the point to show you can still get that done if you have a freaking debuff. I'm sure a debuff Lena. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
like I was saying, there's any debuff.
Right.
Minus 20% in a stat is huge.
Exactly. So that's the point of it. shows what you can get to. Like for me, I like watching high-end content, and this is still, even if you don't have Gen, you don't need Gen. He was just a super big buff, but like this is all achievable stuff to work towards. This isn't like we all dropped $1,000 each and we can do this right now. Like you can grind yourself up with very little to nothing spent, and when this type of content comes around, when you're ready, this is this type of stuff you can do. So I still think it just serves as a good example.
Yeah,
so I'm very happy with it. It was very fun, and thank you guys for doing your thing and being here.
No problem.
For 4 months we've been doing this.
Absolutely. Week 16. That's pretty dope.
And if they keep just pumping out content like this, we're gonna keep it going. So cool.
Yeah, apparently summer's going to be some busy times. So.
Oh yeah, we got at least a couple months.
Buckle up.
Probably another year. And then we'll see how it goes. So, with all that being said, thank you guys for coming out. And y'all know what we say: work hard, play harder. See you in the next podcast.